Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hi everyone, welcome to Entri app. This is Leena, and in today's class we'll talk about tense and its types and also see how to apply rules of tense in our bank examination when we have a question and we have to find out some kind of error, we have to improve our sentence and we have to connect one or two or three sentences. This concept and all the concepts are applicable and we can use them in different ways to correct our sentence, to make a correct sentence. Okay, so in today's class we'll talk about the topic tense and its application. Okay, application means you have rules, you have understood the rules, the concepts, but when you have your question paper in front of you, you will get confused. Okay, sometimes you get confused how to find any error or how to correct particular sentence or how to join two or more sentences. So some topics or the some concepts are very useful or very important in terms of attempting any section of your examination, English section of your examination. So this is very important. So I have already provided part 1 of tense and its types. So if you haven't watched that video, go and check that out first so that you can get the idea what I have discussed about tense and its types. And again in today's part 2, we will discuss more concepts based on tenses, and we will see how can we use these concepts in our English section of bank examination. So without any further ado, let's get started. So first thing, we have three questions. I have given you these three questions to answer or to find the error, and in today's class I'm going to discuss these questions with you. Okay, so first question we have is, most children like to rest in the afternoon after they return from school, but my son seems to have an inexhaustible source of energy. And you have to tell me, you need to tell me what is the error. Where would you find the error in this sentence? If there is no error, then you have to choose your answer E, that is no error. Okay, so if you have read this sentence properly, you will find that there is a context of past, or there is some action happening or happened in past. Okay, so what do you understand? In the first part, most children like to rest in the afternoon. Okay, this is your sentence after they return from school. So this is the first part of your sentence which is talking about something happened in past. Okay, children liked is your past, and V2 second form of the verb. And after they return, they means children after they return. Again, this is past, V2 second form of the verb. But my son seems to have, but it has V1 plus S. V1 plus S means it's talking about present indefinite tense. So if we connect two or more situations or actions, uh, generally we see they are in the same tense or in the same time. Okay, the whole sentence or the whole incident is talking about past, so we cannot use seems here. This is very simple. Okay, so what we need to use, we need to use seemed here, that is V2 of seemed. But my son seemed to have an inexhaustible source of energy. Is it fine? I hope you have understood what I have told you, what I was trying to make you understand. Okay, so the second question we have is, if the industrial sector continues to grow, the industrial sector continues to grow at the same rate for the next few months, I think it is fine. We cannot find any kind of error till here. The industrial sector continues to grow at some rate for the next few months. I think it has a high growth rate this year. This is the indication. This year, whenever you have this year, this month, this week, it shows any action or any kind of happening of future. I hope you know about it. Okay, this year, this month, this week, whatever you have, it is talking about future. And if you understand this part, if the industrial sector continues to grow at the same rate for the next few months, it means industrial sector is growing. Okay, it is growing, and I'm talking that, or the sentence is saying that if continues, if this growth continues for next few months, okay, we are connecting present with the future. If it continues, if the growth continues for the next few months, then what happen, then what will happen, then we will see a high growth rate. But when in future we will see a growth, we will see a high growth rate this year, and it has this part has, the verb has, and has is v1. Okay, but this sentence is talking about future, so what we need to use, we need to use it will have a high growth rate this year. Okay, understood. The third sentence we have is, if you talk to her on this sensitive matter, it is probable that she will not listen to you at all. Read the sentence properly and try to find out the error. Where is the mistake in this sentence? And if you read it properly, then you will find that there is no error, no correction is required for this sentence, because it is perfectly fine. Okay, in this part, if you talk to her on this sensitive matter, that this is fine, there's no problem. Okay, it is probable that she will not listen to you at all. What happens, this is the conditional sentence, this is also your conditional sentence. Okay, this is the conditional sentence. If you do not have any kind of idea about conditional sentences, later I will provide you the complete class on this topic. But as of now, try to understand that we have some conditions. Okay, we have some conditions and we have some effects of it. There is a condition and there is a result, I would say. Okay, there is a condition, this is the reason why this is happening, or why this particular thing has happened or done by someone, and now there is the result of it. Okay, there is a result of it. So whenever you have this kind of sentence, this is called conditional sentence. Okay, I hope you got the idea what about what is conditional sentences. When there is a cause, okay, or when there is a reason why this is happening, or why this particular thing has happened. Okay, and then there is a result of it. Okay, there is a cause and there is a effect. Okay, there is a cause and there is an effect. This kind of sentences are called conditional sentences, and we have some parts, or I would say the category of conditional sentences, and we will talk about conditional sentences and its categories when we'll discuss this topic in detail. But as of now, if whenever you have a sentence which starts with if, when, something like that, this is the conditional sentence. And the main thing you need to know, that when you have if, and then you have subject, and then you have what, first form of the verb, or obviously you can use first form with ses or ies according to your subject or according to your verb. Okay, and then you have what, again you have a sentence subject, and then you have a will, and what, then you have a v1. Okay, and this kind of sentence will have this kind of structure, and this is perfectly fine. You can see, if you talk to her, if you talk to her, okay, just ignore this too, this is the typing error. If you talk to her, b1, on this sensitive matter, it is probable she will not, because this is a negative sentence, then we have to use a not also here, will and v1. So this is absolutely correct, no correction is required. Okay, now let's talk about some more concept of today's class. So first of all, we have on our screen, it is time. Okay, it is time. So two things I will tell you about this thing. It is time. So whenever you have it is time, it is high time. Okay, is high time, or it is about time. All these kind of phrases when you have in your sentence, you have to use your verb in two ways. Okay, first is this kind of sentence: it is time we went home. It's time we went home. What did you see? It is time. It has it is time. Then you have this subject. Okay, you have this subject, and then you have to use v2. Okay, you have to use v2. Understand the structure first, and then I'll tell you the reason behind it. Why do we use this kind of structure when we have it is time, it's high time, it is about time? Okay, it is time, and we have a subject, and according to your subject you will use second form of the verb, which will be same for all the subjects. I mean, you cannot use a kind of ses or is, because v2 is the same for all the subjects. You cannot make changes in second form of the verb. Okay, so basically whenever you have it is time, high time, about time, you will have a subject, and then you have to use only second form of the verb. Okay, second form of the verb, you cannot use first form of the verb in this case. Okay, it is time, you finished. It is time, then you the subject, and finished, second form of the verb. It is time, it is high time. Now it is high time you bought this bag from the market. Okay, again you have subject and v2, that is bought. Is time. Okay, now we have a different kind of structure here. It is time, as you can see, it is time, then we have two, and then we have a v1. Okay, it is time, and then you have two, and then you have v1, a business. So whenever you see a sentence and you need to correct it, you need to find the error, or you need to improve your sentence, if you need to replace your particular phrase, and always remember, when you have it is time, high time, it is about time, you can make your sentence in two ways. One, it is time, high time, about time, then you have the subject and then second form of the verb. Another thing, another way to create this kind of sentence or to correct this kind of sentence is it is time, it is high time, it is about time, and then you have a two with v1 two, and after that, after the two, you have to use v1, not v2. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. Okay, now it is time to go to bed. It is time to go to bed. Again you have it is time to and v1. Okay, now this is all about the structure, but why do we use this kind of sentence, and what is the meaning of this kind of sentence? Every sentence, every structure tells you something. So it is time, so whenever you have it is time and you have v and then v2, first of all try to understand this is not the past, this is not the past form, this is the subjunctive mood. Okay, this is the subjunctive mood, or I would say this is the unreal situation or unreal sentence. Okay, it means this kind of structure expresses that something should be done, and it is already a bit late. Should be done on time, but it is a bit late, and now we are talking about something imaginary. It should have done in this way, it should have done this. Okay, now let's talk about this particular tense when you have to and v1. This is also conveys the same meaning, but it has a little difference. What does it mean when you have it is time to and then v1? It shows you that we would like to be different in present or future, but it is not possible, so somewhere we are regretting, or we are talking about a hypothetical situation which is not real. Okay, now you have this sentence: it is about time this road is completed, they have been working on it for months. And try to understand the meaning of this sentence. Okay, first of all, what you need to do, try to correct this sentence. If you can see any kind of error, okay, in this sentence, try to find out that error, and then what is the meaning of the sentence. It is about time this road is completed. First of all, it should be was. Why? Because first of all, this is the passive sentence. Okay, this is the passive sentence, but it doesn't matter if you have a passive sentence, then also you have to use past form or second form of the verb. But and if you have active sentence, then also you have to use the second form of the verb. Now it is time this road was, not is. Okay, and completed, because this is the passive sentence. They have been working on it for months. Now this sentence is talking about something hypothetical. Okay, it should be done, it should have completed, it should have completed, but it has not completed. So this is talking about a situation that should be done earlier. Okay, it should be done earlier. This road was completed, it is about time this was completed. It means it is not completed. Okay, right? So this is all about your it is time, it is high time, or it is about time. Now we have next concept on our screen, I wish. So whenever you have I wish in your sentence, whenever your sentence starts with I wish, okay, then you have a subject. Same, you use this structure in your previous concept. It is time, I wish, I, and then you have to use you second form of the verb. Okay, second form of the verb. But there is slight difference between second form of the verb or when you use the was. Okay, when you use the be form was, you cannot use was with she, he, it, or any singular name also. Okay, whenever you have she, he, it, if I say I wish she, then also you cannot use was here. Always and always use were with this kind of sentence when you have I wish. Okay, understood? I wish I were rich. Again, this sentence is talking about a hypothetical situation. Okay, hypothetical situation or unreal situation which is not real. Okay, I wish I were a bird. I wish, but I'm not a bird. I'm just, hoping for something, or I am just imagining something which is not possible. Okay, this sentence, I wish I was the first president of India after independence. Again, a hypothetical situation, because the past has been past, and I cannot or anyone cannot make changes in past. Okay, I wish I had met her when she were living in Delhi. I wish I had met her when she were living in Delhi. Okay, now we have first sentence, second sentence, and third sentence, which shows that whenever we have I wish, okay, we have to use a subject and then second form of the verb. And when we have be form, then we have to use were only with he, she, it, or any kind of pronoun. We have to use only and only verb, were. But in the fourth sentence, in this sentence, you can see, I wish I had met when she were living in India. Now try to understand. This is kind of a conditional sentence. It is a conditional sentence. Okay? Real conditional sentences and unreal conditional sentences. These three sentences are talking about unreal conditional sentences or unreal situations. This sentence is also talking about unreal situation, but there is a difference between all these sentences and this sentence. What is the difference now? Now, when you have this kind of structure, when you have I wish and then you have a subject and then second form of the verb, it is talking about a hypothetical situation of present or future, okay. It is talking about a hypothetical situation of present or future. You are regretting something or you are imagining something that it should be done in this way, or I wish if it is possible, but it is not. But when you have I wish and then you have had, and then with had you have v3, it is talking about past. These sentences are not talking about past. Okay, these sentences are not talking about the past. These sentences are talking about a person who is sitting and in present he is imagining when something has passed, when the time has passed and you're regretting, or you are saying that it could have done this way, or it could have done by me or any other person, it shows you the past time. Okay, shows you the past time. What does it mean? This is talking about present and this sentence is talking about past. This is the main difference. We understood? Okay, I wish I had met her when she was living in India. So I was regretting this time when she was present in India. I couldn't met her. So I wish I had met her. So we have two kind of structures when we have I wish and then subject V2, and I wish and then I have I mean had and V3. Okay. Here you need to understand one more thing. If you haven't noticed, then I'll let you know. There is she were living and she is never used with were. That means she is not followed by were, it is followed by was when you're talking about past. Okay, there is only one condition when you have I wish, that then only you can use were, not was. When you have I, we, she, any pronoun, you have to use were. But this is not the same case, because this I wish is followed by this clause and she were is replaced with was. Not, it should not be used as she were living in India. Okay. And okay, I wish that we didn't need to work today. I wish that we do not need to work, but because we have work, so this is the imaginary situation. Okay? I wish that I could speak English or I could speak Spanish, but I am not able to speak Spanish, so this is the imaginary situation. Okay. So this is it for today. Now you have some important information. If you want to test your vocabulary, you can test your vocabulary by simply going to Entri app, and here you will have the Hindu vocabulary. And in this particular section you have day 87, day 86, day 85, these kind of vocabulary test, where you will have 5 questions, and for that you will get 3 minutes and you will score 20 marks. If you attempt all the questions and your all questions are correct, you will get 20 marks. And finally you will have this kind of analytics, and there is the overview that you have 4 correct answer and 1 is wrong answer, 0 unanswered. That means you have answered all the questions. So you can check this out. This is the very important thing to practice your vocabulary. You can also test your grammar section. For that you just need to go to the app and choose the subjects option. Here you can see English, and once you click on this English, you will see this page. This page will open where you will have IBPS PO prelims, SBI PO prelims, all these kind of categories. And once you click on any of these, you will see miscellaneous, phrase replacement, paragraph completion, all these sort of sections of your English grammar. This is all about today's class. I'll see you next class with an interesting topic. Keep revising all the things and take care.